last year.
So I'm going to challenge Bengals fans and football fans alike, right? I was reading a book by, I believe it was Doug Farrar, called Football Genius.
What you read?
Occasionally, only very occasionally.
Who knew?
And but there was a quote in there, and he was talking about when the West Coast offense first started coming out. And I think Bill Walsh had a quote when he was talking about the West Coast offense and just kind of short passes in general, where mindset of a defense, even mindset of a fan or an offense, right?
Mm-hmm.
You get a 4-yard rush on first down. Feel pretty good about that, right? You're like, hey, 4 yards, 2nd and 6, feeling great, right? You drop back to pass, you check it down, you get 4 yards. The defense is celebrating. Yeah, we stopped them. It's the same 4 yards. It means the same on the football field to everybody, but there's that mindset that when you pass it, you're supposed to be deeper. And so those 4 yards feel gross, and those 4 yards on a rush feel good. Whereas, if you're about to be tackled in the backfield as Joe Mixon, then you dart forward and lean forward for a yard or two, you're like, oh, man, he really saved that one. All right, I feel good about that. At least he didn't get tackled in the backfield, right? But when it's a tunnel screen to Jamar Chase on the boundary and suddenly he avoids the tackle and only gets 1 yard, everybody freaks the fuck out and goes,
right,
this sucks. This
what are you doing?
Like, okay.
Oh, my God, throw the ball deep.
Right, and so
I heard that so much.
And so I know there's two sides of this, right? Is that an efficient way to approach the short yardage game?
Mm-hmm.
Not when you spam it constantly, right? If you're doing it 10, 11, 12 times, no, you definitely want to still have your run game. But that's one way they're protecting Joe, right? Is because, one, the pass rush can't get to you because you're throwing the ball within under 2 seconds. And two, they can't bat the ball down when they know it's coming because you're not even throwing in their direction. So you don't risk those tip balls, those interceptions that you sometimes do with the RPOs or the glances over the middle. We've also seen them be creative in their setup plays. We saw the fake handoff on the jet sweep and then coming back around to Joe Mixon up the sideline. We saw the fake screen to Jamar Chase after hitting it a couple times, and then the deep ball and the slot fade to T. Higgins. So they're not just spamming this with no idea of what to do. This shows me that they're spamming this with the intent of, hey, we're going to keep Joe upright. We're going to limit the amount of times that we ask him to kind of move around. It's really easy for him to just open up and throw it just off the snap.
Right.
It's a low cost, low risk. You don't risk the defensive line getting to him. You don't risk being caught up in that. And it's a way that they can kind of set things up and get the defense creeping up before they take that shot play to then go downfield. So is it the best way to run the offense? No, but this is definitely going to be kind of how they have to function, being crafty with it and kind of earning their yards bit by bit and doing a death by 1,000 paper cuts way until Joe can consistently and confidently attack the 10 to 20 plus yard range of the field, which intermediate's where he's made his money. His accuracy in that the cover 2 and cover 3 hole shots, seam balls, that's him. But if he can't do that confidently, and then this is what the offense has to be for now.
And I'm telling you, this is the same. This is like deja vu. We're having the same conversation about the Bengals offense as we did last year because everybody kept saying, "Where's the deep ball? Where's the deep ball?" I'm like, cover 2, shell. They're not letting them do it, and that's and so they've already got experience in doing this. Right. And Joe was semi healthy, but beginning of the year he got healthier as obviously as season goes on. But I mean, so that bodes well, I think, for the Bengals. Have already done this. They know what it takes. So I mean, it's just funny. I like people keep saying that we're starting out 0-2. This is different. Like, dude, to me, it's the same as last year. I don't know if we're going on a 10-game winning streak or anything, but first 3 weeks to me are the same. Real quick.